In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to set up an AI agent that has access to a database of your clients or customers so that it can greet them with personalized information about each particular client or customer. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. The first step is setting up your assistant in Vapi. If you're unfamiliar with Vapi, you obviously need to make an account. Once you have an account, you'll go to create assistants. Just click this button over here, and setting up the assistant, at least for the purpose of this video, is relatively simple. So our agent is just going to be scheduling doctor's appointments for patients who are already existing patients of the office who are calling in. So when they call in, their number is going to be matched to what we already have in the database. And we're going to pull information like their first name, the last visit, allergies, insurance, that type of thing, things that they ask you at the doctor's office. But this is a good example of how you would personalize your particular AI agent for whatever situation that you were implementing it for. This is pretty much the prompt. It just says you are a receptionist for a doctor's office. Your job is to greet patients and confirm their details. And then they have a set of questions for the task. And then we have some notes. The same notes I pretty much use in every voice agent, just telling them to use plain language, reminding them that it's a conversation. They're not supposed to ramble or use run-on sentences. But yeah, just keep everything short and concise. An important thing I forgot when I initially recording is it's important that you go to phone numbers and you make sure that no assistant is selected for your inbound settings. And this is because every call that comes in is an API request. So we're going to route all of these API requests to make.com and basically let make.com handle which assignment to assign to each call. So just remember to leave assistant on select assistant for your inbound settings. So that's the prompt. As far as the actual settings, I pretty much just left everything on default. As far as the tokens, the model, all of that, just left it on default. But the next step is going to be creating our scenario in Make. So the first thing we're going to do is create a new scenario. And we're going to create a webhook, custom webhook. We'll call this Vapi inbound webhook. And basically what we're going to do with this is we're going to click on our organization. We're going to go to settings, going to go down to server URL. And we're basically going to paste that webhook into server URL. So this just means that every call that comes in is basically an API request, and we're just going to send that request to make.com. I like to go ahead and make a call so I can structure this webhook, but I'm filming. I may just stop this recording and come back. Okay, so I went ahead and made the call. As you can see, I've successfully determined the data structure. So if you're following along, set up the webhook and then call the number you set up your Vapi account with, and that's going to automatically trigger this webhook. So now we have the information. We can go ahead and move on to the next part of the flow, which is going to be your database. So we're going to go to Google Sheets, and then we're going to go to search rows, spreadsheet. What did I call it? Okay, I called it patients. You could also set this up with a CRM, but I decided to do Google Sheets for the purpose of this video because everybody has it and it's free. But basically, what you need to understand is basically the logic behind how we find the customer. So wherever you keep your records, it helps because the Google Sheets module comes with the filter option. But wherever you're storing your customer data, you probably have something with the filter option. But basically, we're just going to filter for phone number. Where is it? Okay, customer. Make sure you go to customer and then number and drag that in. And the operator you're just using phone number contains number. Because sometimes in Excel, you have to format numbers weird and put a apostrophe before the number so that Excel knows it's not a formula. So just do contains and that it'll work properly. So now when our call comes in, we're going to have a number that we got from the webhook. We're going to check this number with all of our patients. Don't know why my projector does this. But as you can see, we have some dummy data in here. But yeah, when the number comes in, it's going to check which phone number it is and match that to a patient. Now, really, two patients having the same number would mess this whole system up, but that's just dummy data to show you how it's searching through the data to find my phone number and identify me as the patient. But after we've found that particular row, and then we'll just put a limit 1 because it's only returning one phone number. So after we found that particular row that we're looking for, the next thing we need to do is make a return webhook response. So you're going to go to webhooks. The only option is going to be webhook response 200. And then for the body, basically, we're getting all the information that we need in order to give to our voice agent, as far as the customer's details, their first name, last visit, insurance provider, and phone number. So I'll just go ahead and delete everything so you can see the whole process. But basically, you would get your assistant ID by going to assistants, clicking on your assistant, and this is the ID up here. So just copy that to your clipboard and then paste that. So now I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate it. I'm going to go ahead and call the AI agent on my phone really quickly. You guys should be able to see the screen after I edit it. So we're going to go ahead and click run once and call the agents. Hopefully you guys can hear. So it's working.
It's Xavier. How can I help you today?
I'd like to schedule an appointment.
Of course. Before we schedule, could you let me know if you've had any hospital visits or serious health updates since your last visit on June 16th, 2023?
Nah, no updates.
Great. I have pollen listed for your allergies. Is there anything else you're allergic to?
Yeah, shellfish.
Okay. I'll note that you're allergic to shellfish. Now, I have Blue Cross listed as your insurance provider. Has that changed?
Nope, that's still the same.
Perfect. What day and time would you like to schedule your appointment?
November 9th.
What time on November 9th works best for you?
3 p.m.
Thank you for the details. So I have you down for an appointment on November 9th at 3 p.m. Someone will reach out to confirm when it's scheduled. Have a great day.
You too. Okay, so as you can see, it pulled the information. The caller knew my name, knew my allergies, my last appointment visit, things like that. And as you guys can see, the call came in. We took that information, searched, it found the number, found that returned the whole row, and then we fed that row into the assistant, and our response was basically an assistant with that particular information coded in. So that's how you would do something like that to personalize a call for your clients, your customers, or whoever, based on a database of numbers that you have in the system. So if you're interested in setting up a more complicated system, maybe something that recognizes numbers and then it goes ahead and automatically books appointments, and then it takes that information from the appointments, and it like parses the transcript and emails like people who need to be notified, decision makers, things like that. We can handle whatever needs you have for your AI voice agents. You just book a call with us and we'd be happy to help you out. And if you want similar content in this AI automation space, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more.